crochet friends, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. This is Sylvia, and today I'm bringing you a crochet hat that uses the Alpine Stitch. If you are at all familiar with the Alpine Stitch, you will know that this is a very beautiful stitch. I would even call it sophisticated. So it's perfect for gift giving. Now, I have seen other crochet hats using the Alpine Stitch, but it's not really the true Alpine Stitch. They still turn out pretty, but I wanted to do a crochet hat that uses the true Alpine Stitch. While the not exactly Alpine Stitch hats look pretty, using the real Alpine Stitch gives you an even prettier result. So why not? Let's do it the real way. So for this hat, we need a number 3 yarn. I made sure to use a soft yarn with a little bit of a sheen. It's a number 4. And then you'll need scissors, a yarn needle, and the crochet hook. I used a 4.25. I know that's not easy to find, so a 4.5 is perfectly okay. We are going to start with the ribbing. And I'm not going to show you row by row because it's very basic. So you're going to start with a chain of 9. Then you will single crochet in the second chain and in each across, chain 1, turn. Then you will work in all back loop only single crochets. So back loop only single crochet in the first, and each, when you get to the end, chain 1, turn, back loop only single crochet in each stitch. And you will do that for 72 rows. And do not cut off the yarn when you get to the end. Now you will take your completed ribbing, and we are going to seam the 2 ends, make sure it's not twisted. And we're going to use just a simple slip stitch with the yarn that is still on the hook. Go into both panels in the corner stitches and slip stitch. Now go under the next stitch on both panels and slip stitch. And just continue across so you have your 8 slip stitches. Complete your last slip stitch, chain 1. We're going to work a single crochet into each row. So at the end of every row, work a single crochet. So work that all the way around. At the end of your round, you should have 72 single crochets because you had 72 rows of the ribbing. At the end of your single crochet row, you will join the round by slip stitching into the first single crochet of the row. Slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 2 and turn so that we are on the right side. For row 2, we are going to work a row of double crochets. So just work a double crochet into each stitch all the way around for 72 double crochets. At the end of your double crochet row, you will join the round into that first double crochet row of the stitch or the row with a slip stitch, and then chain 1, turn, and work a row of single crochets for 72 single crochets. You're on the wrong side here. At the end of your single crochet row, you will slip stitch into the first single crochet, chain 2, and turn. And you should still have the same count of 72 single crochets. After you chain 2 and turn, you will be on the right side again. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet around the first double crochet below. So front post, insert your hook behind that double crochet below, grab your yarn, bring it up for a little bit longer loop, and work your double crochet. In the next stitch, which is the single crochet row, work a regular double crochet. Now skipping the double crochet next to the front post that you just did, skip the next one. In the next double crochet, work a front post double crochet again, nice and tall, double crochet. Now take care that you are skipping the stitch right behind the front post that you just worked. So double crochet over here, front post double crochet, skip that next one, go around the next double crochet, skip the stitch behind the front post that you just did, double crochet in the next single crochet, and continue across the row. So again, you're going to skip that double crochet next to the front post that you just did, and then work your next front post double crochet. You can see where you're skipping the stitch behind your front post. At the end of the row, chain 1 and turn. So you're back on the wrong side, and we're going to do a row of single crochet in each stitch. So just watch for your little chains at the top. Each one of those is a stitch. And at the end of the row, you should have 72 single crochets. At the end of the single crochet row, chain 2 and turn so that you are back on the right side. Now this is that single crochet row that we just did, and all the single crochet rows within the body is what makes this Alpine stitch genuine. So the Alpine stitch takes a row of single crochets in between the front post double crochet rows. So the other patterns that I've seen calling their hats an Alpine stitch hat, they skipped the single crochet rows altogether. And in the end, it did make a difference. I actually made or started to make a hat. I wanted to see the difference, and unfortunately I didn't take a picture or a video. I just undid the whole thing because I knew that this version would be nicer. So now in this next row, we are going to repeat that front post double crochet row. However, we are going to alternate from what we did below. So we started with the front post over here, so now we are going to start with a double crochet over the front post. So now the front post double crochet will go around the double crochet that sits between the two front posts. And then double crochet. Remember, you're still skipping the stitch behind the front post. So then double crochet, and then front post double crochet around the double crochet below. So continue that across the row so that you are alternating your front post double crochets from the row below. At the end of the row, slip stitch to the first stitch to join the round, chain 1, turn, and do your row of single crochet again. Then when it's time to do the row of front post double crochets, just remember to alternate. So work your double crochets over the front post below and work the front post around the double crochet below. Continue that until you have reached a total of 8 inches, including the ribbing. Work for 8 inches, and then we start to decrease and bring it in. After you worked your last single crochet row, chain 2, turn as normal. Now we're going to start the decrease rows on the front post double crochet rows. So we're going to be working around the double crochet posts. So go into your first double crochet below, 3 loops on the hook, pull through 2 and stop. Now we're going to decrease, so we're going to skip over that next front post below, go around the next double crochet post, 4 loops on the hook, pull through 2, pull through the last 3. So now you've combined 2 front post double crochets into 1, which is a front post double crochet 2 together. Now we're going to do a double crochet above the next front post below in the single crochet row. So go around the next double crochet post, 2 loops on the hook, stop, go around the next double crochet post, skipping over that front post, pull through 2, pull through 3, double crochet above the front post below. Do that once more. Double crochet, front post double crochet around the double crochet post, pull through 2, keep your 2 loops on the hook, skip over the front post, go around the next double crochet post, pull through 2, pull through 3, double crochet in the single crochet row. So continue those decreases all the way around. After you complete that decrease row, you will join the round as usual, chain 1, turn, and then do a row of single crochet in each stitch. Then you will join the row with a slip stitch, then chain 2, turn. This is where I am now. Now we are going to join, continue decreasing, but now we're going to join the 2 front post double crochet 2 together. So this is 1 double crochet 2 together. This is another front post double crochet 2 together. So now we're going to grab your yarn, go under the first group, three loops on the hook, pull through 2, 2 loops remaining. Grab your yarn, skip right over to that next group, four loops on the hook, pull through 2, pull through 3. Now we're going to do that again around the next 2 groupings. Grab your yarn, go around that front post double crochet 2 together, 3 loops, pull through 2, stop, grab your yarn, go around the next grouping, 4 loops on the hook, pull through 2, pull through 3. So just continue joining your 2 groups all the way around. After you completed that last round of decreases, you will cut off the yarn, however, leave a long tail and turn your hat inside out. Now you're working on the wrong side. We're going to seam that hole with the yarn needle. So now what you want to do is go in a crosswise fashion. Okay, so you're going to, here, let me start like this. Okay, so you're going to go from here to here, and then from here to here. Okay, so you end up with like a square. Bring it together. Okay, now I'm going from the right side to the left. And bring it all together. And it's easier to see what you're doing if you bring your hand underneath so that you see the open spots, because we want to close everything up. Just use your discretion wherever you think you need to close up your holes. And just go around that opening until you're satisfied. You can turn it around and see how it's looking on the right side. Okay, so when you think you're good, go ahead and tie off your yarn. Here is where, in the interest of transparency, let me tie this off. Okay, so you can at this point make yourself or buy yourself a pom-pom and add the pom-pom to the top. Now, since this is going to be an everyday hat for an older woman, I chose to go without a pom-pom. And I also, because my head is smaller, this actually looks ridiculously small. It's not as small as it looks on the table. But I went with 7 inches before I started the decreasing instead of 8 inches, because I wanted the hat close to my head at the top. Most beanies and hats, or a lot of them, they have like a blank or an empty space at the top. I don't like that look. I don't like that look at all. And of course, that's where you would attach the pom-pom and it would, you know, hang out, and that's a very popular look. I don't want that look for myself. I wanted this right up against my head. So I went with 7 inches worked before I then started the decrease rows. So you decide for yourself what you want, how you want that end look. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Is this pretty? Do you like this Alpine Stitch? The genuine Alpine Stitch, if you don't mind. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. So thank you for watching. And please come back for the next one. Don't forget the pattern at crazycoolcrochet.us.etsy.com.